The good, the bad, and the incredibly frustrating. Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2 Review. The first 7 episodes of Stranger Things' 4th season was released on Netflix a month ago. Almost universally, people responded positively. Even in the golden age of streaming, a few TV series was able to accomplish what the Duffer Brothers and their cast and crew was able to pull off, delivering a cinematic experience in a TV format. Every part of the production was outstanding. There is more of it in the episodes of Volume 2. Although the Duffer Brothers may have bitten off more than they could chew with the Season 4 ending, the two-part final began immediately following the reveal that VECNA, Henry Creel, and One are the same. The others are attempting to rescue Nancy while she is being held captive in the Upside Down and imprisoned in a nightmarish vision. She is not the only one in danger either. Will, Mike, Jonathan, and Egil are trying to figure out where Levin is being held. Elle is reeling from finding the truth about how she aided in the creation of VECNA, and Hopper, Maury, and Joyce are trapped in Russia with a Demogorgon. Much like in the Season 1, both the final episodes contain breathtaking visual and epic scenes that will make you wish Netflix had aired the nearly 2.5 hour long final in theaters. Nevertheless, the episode continued to maintain the eerie mood that the Duffels have developed in Season 4. There is a sense that anything could happen to anyone at any time, and danger lurks around every corner. The contrast between the larger, more elegant scenes and the smaller, more personal ones makes it feel more real. Joseph, Quinn, and Jamie Campbell both get honorable mention at Eddie's character development greatly in the final episode, and Burrow's performance as VECNA is truly wonderful and terrifying. One of the show's most important aspects that seems no one ever talks about is its music. The show's composers are Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein. Since the beginning of the series, music has been a critical part. The music assists in establishing the stories in a particular era, and in Season 4, the music had more purpose than just that. This explains why this season feels so vast. It is a massive, dramatic, and it understands when to pull the strings and evoke laughter and emotion from the audience. The last episode's links and the Russian storyline are the two main complaints one might have. The extended episode links this season has drawn out a lot of criticism, but one might argue that they have been justified so far in allowing for deeper and more emotional storytelling without being constrained by the hour-long time limit. Hopper's Russian subplot had an issue in that it wasn't as consistent as the stories of the other characters. Although the plot is strong and has a purpose, it seems like a detour to solve something that should have happened in the conclusion. Even though the creators was able to merge the two narrative into one, this one still feels too disjointed despite the effects to do so. The series is at its most dramatic, exciting, and intense in its last 2 episodes of Stranger Things Season 4. There are all the thrills you could ask for, but there are also a lot of nice, heartwarming moments between the characters we have grown attached to. It's difficult to sing out one particular series for best performance, but especially good to see Jamie's Campbell's Bones receive a little more attention than he received in part 1. Having so many characters and storylines, it makes it difficult to resist feeling a little bloated. But overall, these 4 owls had just as much everything a Stranger Things fan could ever want. So yeah, it was kind of hard to write another review on season 4 because I mean, if you want to get more into it, I would suggest checking out my volume 1 review. I think I go a little bit more in detail. Like I said, it was kind of hard to create a review of just the last 2 episodes, but we got it, and I loved it. I mean, there was some things, you know, the little bit of criticisms that I had from volume 1 is still here. So, but anyways, if you are new, this is the part where we get into a little bit more of the spoilers and in-depth and breakdowns. So if you have not seen season 4 yet and don't want to be spoiled, make sure you like and subscribe, and I appreciate you watching the videos, and I see you in the next video, and let's continue with the spoils stuff, or the spoiler talk breakdown. So one of my things about it, like, I'm okay with it, but my biggest thing is that I didn't want to really talk in the spoiler free part, because it is a huge spoiler, is that Eddie died, and I really grown to like Eddie, and we've seen this in other seasons where we get a new character, and by the end of the season they died, and that everyone really liked that character and stuff. But to me, I think they should have broke tradition and actually killed off Steve Harrison. Like, I don't want him I don't want him to, but I think it would have been much more impactful for this season to have one of the main characters died. Max almost died, but 11 was able to bring her back for the most part, and we get into that in a little bit. Yeah, I just feel like it could have been like a Batman versus Superman thing, that Superman sacrificed himself to save the world and stuff, and Batman said, I failed him when he's alive, I won't fail him in death, or something like that. I can't quite. And I think that could have been, you know, a interaction between Steve and Eddie, that, you know, it got to a point where he had to sacrifice himself to save everyone, and he tells Eddie that he has to be the babysitter now, and he has to protect the kids, and I think that Eddie, you know, would have said something like that after, you know, we had a funeral for Steve, and he tells Nancy that, saying how he ran away when Chrissy died, and he never want to run away again, and that he wants to be the hero. Yeah, he's like that. He could say, I ran away once before, and I will not run away again. I will protect these kids. No, I think that could have been better, and I don't know. I just feel like that could have, yeah, I don't know. I just think that would have been a better thing, and I know a lot of people didn't want Steve to die, but I think it would have been so much more impactful and emotionally and stuff, and kind of break that tradition, as I said. And going to what I was saying with 11 being able to bring Max back to life and stuff, this was kind of a problem with Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Like, wait a minute, Anakin turned to the dark side so he could to save people from death, but then we got like the Mandalorian and Rise of Skywalker and stuff, and every Jedi can just heal you just like that, like no problem. Okay, then what is the risk here? What at stake? Nothing anymore. When you rebuild something like that, to me, I think it should have been, you know, like I said, Steve Harrison should have died. Maybe he sacrificed himself to save Max and stuff, and bam, boom, bam. You know? Yeah, I don't really have that much real criticism other than what I already said in Volume 1, and I think this season was just a little bit too big, and the Duffer Brothers may have bitten off more than can chew, but overall, I still think it was a great series, and I think people will absolutely loved it. And yeah, and I do have to say that Eddie's concert, him playing Metallica Master of Puppets, was one of the coolest things ever in all of Stranger Things. I thought that was as a guitar player myself, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So, but yeah, did you like it? What did you not like about it? Do you agree with me about it, that it should have been Steve Harrison who died and not Eddie? And what you think about 11 being able to bring people back from the dead, and or what your overall thoughts about it? Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well, and I will be doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge after this video, and not sure what I'm gonna do after that. There's not really many movies or anything coming out right now. It's starting to get kind of hard to, make videos anymore. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.